So we have more sneak peeks in beauty for Chanel, for Dior, Shu Uemura, and also CLE De Peau. So I'm going to mention those. Courtesy of the many Instagram pages that have shared all of these photos, and here I'm going to give my reaction to them. Starting off with Chanel, we have some really beautiful pieces, and I think Chanel is one of those really classic designs that always are really neutral, but they are always the ones that are the most enchanting and the most magical. I think probably because of the gold warm colors, and it just screams Christmas. So I don't think it's more in the neutral kind of time for Chanel compared to most of their other collections, but they do have quite a nice sparkle. So we have this theme where you have the moon, but also you have the Coco Mademoiselle bottle. So I think that's going to be the major theme for this. And they have the main eyeshadow palette. It's more of a neutrals palette, but it's more of that goldy bronzy color. And I hope that there will be more on the pigmented side and that velvety kind of texture, just like the tweed palettes, because I really enjoyed the texture of those tweed palettes. They are amazing quality, and compared to the original eyeshadow palettes, they are just gorgeous, and I've made a whole video on that before. Check it out because it's so beautiful. They have the CC logo on there, and then they also have the bottle on there as well. So all of their packaging is just very, very festive. I'm not sure whether you're going to be one of those who buys two, one just for photos and one for you to use. I probably won't do that because I like to enjoy just to use my makeup and not to kind of just let it sit there. We also have the highlighters, and there's two highlighters. So we have one which is more of that nice golden shimmer, and then we have another one which I'm unsure on the photos because it looks a little bit more pinky toned. And I think one of these is going to be more Asia exclusive, and then this one is going to be for the rest of the world. And I think I'm going to be one to purchase one of these because I love a good highlighter. I am a little bit torn because I do love a good blush lighter, so it's a 2-in-1 formulation. So maybe this, I have to have a look in store to see if I like it, and it's very exciting. Then we have this, which is this gold and more of a bronzy shade. It's got this eyeliner brush and also this spoolie, but also this eyeshadow brush. Can someone tell me what this is? Because I'm unsure of it. Is it a liquid eyeshadow, like a creamy eyeshadow? Because it looks like it's supposed to be for your brows, but then the colors don't really make sense to me. So I think it's a cream eyeshadow. Do let me know in the comments below. And then we have the beautiful lip colors. So we have Rouge Solène, and then we have the reds, the greens, and also the golds for the nail colors, and they're just very deep, rich red colors. Then we have these body oils, which I've never used myself. Like, what do you think of these body oils? Are they actually useful to use? I think they look really pretty on the vanity table, but I've never used a glitter body oil before, so I might have to try it in store to see how it is because it might be my first time. They do look really pretty. I do have a little problem with Chanel fragrances because I've never actually found one that I really like. Never really enjoyed the Chanel No. 5. Even when a lot of people said that the low version, which is a lighter form, didn't really enjoy that. And then Coco Mademoiselle, I remember actually thinking this was okay, but now that I think that they've probably had some reformulations. So this whole collection will be in Selfridges on the first week of November. It will be launched on the 28th of October in Japan and also online. If you want to see them in Selfridges, then first week of November. I will be there for sure because I am very excited to see them. And also I really enjoy looking at the gold CCs on top of the packaging. I think it sets it apart from the white ones, and usually I find it tricky to distinguish between each palette, and sometimes I have to label them. But the gold one, I think it's a really pretty touch. Then we have Dior, and this is going to be coming out earlier. This is going to be coming out on the 14th of October, and they have a huge range of products. They have the usual eyeshadows and the blushes that come out, where they have one called Galactic, and then they also have one called Cosmic Eyes. These seem a bit more on a more party side, and I think it's more for a nice evening out. I don't think I'll purchase these because they're not really colors that I would use, and it's a little bit more on the cool tone side. They also have two different blushes. One's a little bit more peachy, and I think that will complement quite a lot of skin tones. And they also have this more plummy red color, a little bit more of that deeper, rich colors that you would get in winter. Matching that, they have some lipsticks, and they have them in the Dior Shine, and it's just really pretty. I love the packaging of them. You can customize them, and you have different types of packaging. They also also have the nail colors, which is this red color. I think it's a little bit shimmery in all of them. And then they also have this mystic color, which is more of a purpley shade, and then a nice topper shade, which is cosmic. I think I might be getting one of those. Then the infamous lipstick set. This one always takes the world by storm every year because it's such a functional bag, and it will be the cheapest bag that you'll be getting from DIOR. And it's a mini DIOR. Mini DIORs are usually the ones which are really expensive. And I've seen lipstick cases or little mini DIORs from various different brands like LV, Chanel, DIOR. They usually cost about £2,000 onwards. And some of them can even cost £12,000. But this you can get for about £150. I think that was what I paid around last year. Plus you get to have a functional mirror in there, so a really good value. And they do have different colors to what they had last year. They have more interesting shades in here. So we have Mystic Plum Matte, we have the Rouge Fortune Velvet, we got Midnight Rose, and we got a pink satin color. So those are really nice shades to look out for. What I do realize that when you do look at the mini DIOR, it is a plain black version, but I thought it was going to be in the silver hardware, which I would probably be devastated because I don't really enjoy wearing silver hardware. It's actually in the gold hardware, which just gives that extra pop of Christmas holiday vibes. And with the black, I think it just looks really stunning. So I do think that I will be getting one of those. Then they also have these travel palettes, and this one comes with the highlight, the eyeshadow, and the blushes and the lip colors. This one is a really nice shade because it just works as an everyday palette. And I think these colors, although they have the same printing as the main eyeshadow, this one is a more wearable one and it's a little bit more cool tone, but I think for quite a lot of skin tones it would work as well. I don't think I'll get this one because I have a lot of makeup. I think I have my makeup with me. This is my makeup bag. I think it's a little bit overfilled, and I think I don't need too much makeup in my life. Then we have the eyeshadows. These are usually very pretty colors. I'm not actually a big fan of these because they have a mixture of brick red tones, but then they also have these cool tones in there with the sparkles. So it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to me, and the color combination just doesn't work for my skin tone. I think this is a pass for me, and I do think that for deeper, rich skin tones, this may actually look really amazing. With the two lighter shades, I'm not sure how you would incorporate those into your eye makeup look that effectively. I might have to pass on that one. Nevertheless, the packaging for them, they look very gorgeous. They always have this beautiful box design, and you can reuse them afterwards. You can turn them into a little clutch. You can't fit a lot in there, but you can fit like little knickknacks in there. And also the smaller eyeshadow one, you can actually turn that into a card holder, so that's a really nice feature. As well as the main DIOR makeup, they also have the Backstage Makeup, and they have two eyeshadow palettes. One's more of a reddy shade and one's more of a green shade. The Backstage eye palettes are amazing. The pigments are just so good, and also I like how they have the nice topper shades. So the red one has a more gold color, and then the green one has a more silvery tone color. And both of them has this eye primer that, my goodness, it's a game changer. It works amazingly. It's kind of like that concealer, but it's also a primer at the same time. We also have two lip colors. We have this red one in the DIOR Shine, and then we also have the lip maximizer. But then we have this green shade, and I'm not sure how to react to this. This is like a pale green shade, and is it supposed to be more of a gloss? Not sure. And then we have this gold lip maximizer, which looks stunning. I think it would just create the most gorgeous shine, gorgeous glow. I might have to pick one of those up too. These DIOR Backstage ones are coming out on the 18th of November, so a little bit later, but I think this is going to be a really exciting launch. Then moving on to CLE De Peau, we have some nice up close pictures, and CLE De Peau is something that I haven't really bought into before, so I'm actually quite excited and I'm really intrigued on trying. And they came out with this Constellation Set, and it just looks absolutely amazing. They have this blue kind of design, and then they have the constellations in the gold and the white. So it just looks that really nice, enchanting, kind of that tarot card horoscope kind of vibe. And they came out with these two lipsticks. My goodness, it's just stunning. They have this nice peachy shade, and they also have a red shade. Have to try them out in store because Sometimes you just gotta see how it is in store. More of a creamy satin texture and it just looks really pretty. This highlighter looks so nice. It's got this multi-colored pink, green, everything gold, and it just has so many different types of flexes in there. It will just give that extra boost of glow. And the packaging is like a literal work of art. It's just like having crystal in your hand. The eyeshadow I do remember being very unsure about, and now that I'm looking at the swatches, I am very unsure about this palette. Then we have more lipstick colors and we have a huge range, and it's got similar packaging. And then the face cream and the skincare, my goodness, I really want to get some. It looks like a piece of jewelry. And look how this face cream is just so sparkly. And then we also have the toners and emulsions and the serums, and that just looks like a work of art as well. So imagine having that on your vanity table or gifting this to your significant other. Shu Uemura came out with this collaboration with Sailor Moon, so have a look at this because it's very, very nice. And it's got this moon-shaped eyeshadow palette. I think the design is really cute. Same blue and gold vibe. Also the lip colors are really nicely packaged. The eyeshadows, they have really good range, and you have a mixture of more neutral browns and neutral golds in there. But you also have hints of pink, and it just adds that really nice cuteness. The lipsticks are also got this Sailor Moon design, and it's got this nice plummy red, and then they have this nice neutral pink. Both of them are more on a creamy texture. It's more of a satin texture rather than a matte, and it's just really nice and glowy. If you like Sailor Moon and you like a good makeup, I think you might have to have a look at Sailor Moon and Shu Uemura. If you want to check out more videos about beauty, then check over here and I will see you there. Bye!